Good morning, everyone. I'm here with the OMB Director, Jack Lew, and the Secretary of the Treasury, and to discuss the ongoing debate about tax cuts and about our efforts to ensure that taxes don't go up for middle-class Americans. But before we get on with that discussion, though, I want to comment on today's job report. Today's report means that we have now seen private sector growth for 11 months in a row. And that means since last December, we've added 1.2 million private sector jobs to the economy. In November alone, the private sector added 50,000 jobs. But still, there's no denying that the report is disappointing, because we were, quite frankly, hoping for even stronger job growth. But the bottom line is, and what this tells us and makes absolutely clear, is that while we made progress creating jobs, it's clearly not enough. There's too much pain out there. There's still millions of people out of work and trying to make do without a paycheck and without the dignity and respect that goes with a job. And that leads to two, I think, absolutely undeniable conclusions. The first is that we need to extend unemployment insurance benefits. Earlier this week, those benefits expired, leaving millions of Americans without a lifeline that they need to make ends meet at a particularly difficult time as they move into the Christmas season. And extending that support to those hardest hit by this crisis is not only the right thing to do, which we always have done in similar circumstances, it is economically necessary for us to do it. Those unemployment checks get spent, especially in the holiday season. And when they get spent, that spurs economic growth. That helps create jobs. In fact, according to a report released yesterday by the Council of Economic Advisors, that report said that not extending these benefits, if we in fact do not extend them, and they've expired, if we don't extend them, we will lose an additional 600,000 jobs. We'll lose 600,000 jobs by not extending unemployment benefits. Unemployment insurance is a powerful driver of economic growth. It's as simple and plain as that, and we can't let it be cut off to these families. Again, not only at a time when they need it, but when the nation needs this money being spent in the economy generating new jobs. That's why the President urged Congress to enact the extension of the emergency unemployment insurance benefits, and to do so as soon as possible. It must get done before they leave town. We must have unemployment insurance extended. The second thing the report makes crystal clear to me and to all of us is that it reminds us that we have to make these middle-class tax cuts permanent. To me, it's unthinkable that we would continue the uncertainty in the job market, that we would risk letting these middle-class tax credits falter. It would have a significant economic impact. Our recovery is underway, but it's fragile, it's too slow, especially for the American middle class, and Congress needs to act now, again, before they leave town, to make sure taxes do not go up for middle-class Americans. They can't afford it, but the economy cannot afford it either. So I urge the Senate to join the House. The Senate will be today or tomorrow, I guess it may be tomorrow now, voting on the bill passed by the House to permanently extend tax cuts for the middle class. And I urge them to do so. There's nothing we can do for our economy that's more immediate and more important than ensuring that these tax cuts remain in place. And as a bipartisan task talks are going on, these two gentlemen are conducting these talks, as those talks are going on, we want to make sure that all tax relief that helps middle-class families and working-class families and has the significant added benefit of helping the economy continue to grow, that all of them, all the ones we passed last year, including the Obama initiative to Make Work Pay, which has benefited 110 million families, that all of these tax cuts are extended in these difficult times. The consequences of letting this aid lapse are, quite frankly, dire. In the month of December alone, during the holiday season, 2 million workers 2 million workers, as of yesterday, or 2 days ago, I guess it was, are going to lose their unemployment insurance. And if we don't act, almost 7 million additional workers will lose coverage over the next year. Never before in our history, when we've had unemployment at this rate, have we not extended unemployment. And the tax relief for middle class that I've mentioned twice now are also critically important to the economy and the right thing to do for strapped families that find themselves working harder than ever just to make their paychecks cover their bills. And that's why we're gathered here today. We're going to discuss how we move from here. We're waiting for the Senate vote. We hope that we succeed in extending the permanent middle class tax cut, but we're discussing how we as an administration can ensure that middle class tax cuts are maintained and unemployment benefits are continued. So thank you all very, very much.